You know, I wasn't I wasn't even gonna do this, but I feel the need that I have to. It's to the point now where I'm over it. Can everybody hear me okay? Is that better? Just turned it up a bit. This got to be done because there's too many people that are out here lying. There's too many people that are out here pushing division. There's too many people out here scamming. There's too many people out here being frauds. So you're probably like, Cash, what are you talking about? I just scrolled on X. I've been over here working today. I've been on it today, trying to put out content. So I decided to take a break and scroll X. So I go to X and I come across a post. And I ain't gonna lie. I took a sec before I got up to come in here so I could collect myself because I was so mad. I was pissed off at what I just seen. I'm going to show it to you. Let's turn this down. First, I'm going to read it. All right. So right here. Jake Lang, January 6th political prisoner. Frisco, Texas protest for Austin Metcalf update. Now, before we keep going, let me say something. Anybody that's wanting to protest what happened to this young man, I'm with that 100%. And it's your right to go and do that. It's everybody's right to go and protest for whatever it is that they want to protest for, right? I'm totally okay with that. I support that 100%. Let's keep going. Location changed 1 mile to the whatever Kendall Stadium. Austin's blood is still fresh on the stadium bleachers. Okay. Now, those of you who don't know Jake, I know Jake. I was forced to have to live with him. Remember how I told you I love all my brothers, but there's some that I just don't like? Jake is at the top of that list of people that I do not like. And the reason why I do not like Jake Lang is because Jake Lang is theater. He's all theater. He's all about himself. He is selfish. He wears a mask all the time. And he likes to do things for clout, but dangle it over your head. If he does something nice for you, it's not because he wanted to do something nice for you. It's because he wanted to go and tell everybody what he did nice for you. That's just who he is. And I find this to be funny that he's making this post. And I've been trying not to say nothing about this dude or anybody since I came home. But let me tell you the truth before we keep going and getting into this. Here's the truth of the matter. Everybody that was locked up in DC DOC was not a good guy. Jake was not a good guy. You could take that as my opinion. That's the way I see it. We had a chance to look at each other's discovery. Right? All of us shared each other's discovery. What you find out about Jake, and this is my opinion, Jake is somebody that was propped up to be there. Jake's whole story, if you look into him and go look at what he was doing there and before he got there and the things that he was saying and the life that he was living, he was not MAGA. I don't care what nobody says. He was somebody that was pretending to be MAGA for, I would say, for what he's doing right now. What you see, he's playing the political theater. He's trying to run for Senate. And yeah, he's a joke as far as I'm concerned. Let's keep going. I'll get deeper into this, but I'm angry right now. He says, we must address the horrific scourge of black violence against white Americans now. Protect white Americans, PWA. Spoke to Frisco police today and is working with local and state authorities to ensure a safe, peaceful event. Listen to me. The same way I spoke out against Black Lives Matter for only standing up against police violence towards black people is the same way I'm about to stand up against this disgusting post that he made talking about standing up for the white Americans against black violence. If you look at the statistics, black on white violence is rare, just as rare as white on black violence. It's a rare occurrence. It's not something that is a problem. You know what the problem is? Violence as a whole. Just violence. Take the color out of it. Anybody committing a violent act against anybody is wrong. It's wrong. Unless you're defending your life or defending your home, it's wrong. Why can't you just say that? I'll tell you why he just couldn't come out and say violence. Because he's running for Senate. He's got his little Senate race going. So he's trying to capture all these different white Americans and playing this part, which I find to be hilarious, because when we was in DC DOC, Jake never wanted to be white. Jake's whole thing is that he's Jewish. Jake is Jewish. Really didn't even look at his white side when he was locked up. It was all about him being Jewish. But now, because he's running for Senate, you ain't heard him say nothing about his being Jewish. It's all about him being white and pushing this. What he's really trying to do is grab the people that are a part of MAGA that adopt the whole white ideology of white greatness and all of that, which is not even a whole lot of them, because most people just want American greatness, America first. It has nothing to do with color that are a part of MAGA. But you do have a fraction of MAGA that is pushing a rhetoric like this. Pushing rhetoric like this. White, we got to stand up for the white people that are being attacked by black people? Really? Didn't we condemn BLM for saying some of the same rhetoric? But now here you got Jake Lang. Jake Lang, who showed up to January 6th in a black gas mask with a black leather coat and dressed up just like Antifa. Jake showed up to January 6th dressed up like Antifa. And did what Antifa would do, started attacking cops. Now, he'll tell you, oh, I was saving people. I was saving people. You weren't saving nobody when you started swinging that bat, bruh. We seen the videos. You just decided to go and get your bat and your gas mask and come on up there because you were there for the violence. You're one of the people that made us all look bad. While we were in DC DOC, you were the main component of causing problems. You and a couple others causing problems in there for us that made them put the hammer down on us more. They don't tell them stories. People don't come and tell these stories. We all been silent, been trying to keep the peace because, you know, we're like, yo, we don't want to, everybody's getting a fresh start. Everybody's coming home and getting a fresh start. We don't want to throw nobody under the bus. But the truth is, Jake was a problem the whole time that he was locked up. And he likes to put this thing that he was in solitary confinement for all these days. Do you know why Jake stayed in solitary confinement for so many days? Because Jake kept on breaking the rules. Not because they were punishing him because he was a J6er. No, Jake kept on getting cell phones. Jake kept on trying to stand up against the COs for his rights. They're violating his rights. No, they weren't violating your rights. You were just a spoiled little Nepo baby, and you just couldn't take anybody telling you anything. Anytime anybody tried to tell you anything. But why? But why? It became a joke. We started making jokes about this dude while we was locked up because everything was, but why? But why can't I? But why? Jake was a problem, is a problem, and you're never going to be in the Senate. If you are, then I know for sure that there's a deep state. I honest to God felt like, this is my honest to God truth. I feel like somebody in higher authority put Jake where he's at. Let me tell you guys something. Here's a true story about what happened when we were in DC DOC. When we first got there, before anybody knew anything about anybody except for the people that knew who I was, because at this time I was viral and a lot of the people followed me. They were fans of mine before I got locked up. I decided to use my voice from inside a prison to help people who didn't have commissary, because at one point in time, there were people that didn't have commissary. So we started up Adopt a Patriot. And I didn't tell nobody except for maybe Ryan and Kelly, or it was somebody. I just told a couple people that this is what I was doing. This was what I thought about doing. Now, when I did this, a couple people got commissary bags that were ordered from them from outside, right? They got orders sent in from them from people across the United States for commissary. And we called it Adopt a Patriot. You know what Jake did? Oh, no, that was me. And I didn't tell nobody that it was me. He went up to them and told them, oh, yo, I did that. I had my dad put money on your. All about Jake. All about Jake. Another problem that I have with Jake is when we were in DC DOC, Jake kept on writing these little manifestos and wanting people to sign these little manifestos when they were trying to charge the Oath Keepers with seditious conspiracy. Jake all of a sudden comes up with this paper, you know, it might have even been before they tried to charge him with seditious conspiracy. Jake comes up with a paper and tries to get the Oath Keepers to sign this paper saying something about sedition, that there was some little militia group that he was trying to form about sedition. Why would you do that in prison? Why did they bounce him around? Why did they bounce Jake around to all these different prisons and have all these different experiences with all these different J6ers? I'm not going to put out the people's names that I talked to while they were still incarcerated, since I had been free, that told me what Jake was doing inside of there. How he orchestrated all these hunger strikes. Hunger strikes. Send money to me because I'm on a hunger strike. We need to raise money. Jake took so much money from people by lying to them about the treatment that he was faced with inside of prison. Let's tell the truth about it. A couple other people did too. I'm not going to put them out because they're not out here causing these little scenes like Jake is calling. I'm calling Jake out for the stupid post that he put up. Okay? But they lied. They told people the water was coming out of the faucet brown. I couldn't drink the water. The COs, there were some instances where COs beat people. Some of the people that told you that they got beat by COs were liars. You know who was truthfully got beat by COs? Ryan Samsel. You know who truthfully was threatened with beatings from COs? Scott Fairlamb. Myself. You know who really got touched by a CO or told that they was going to get touched by CO? Padilla. They threatened Padilla. That's true. Jake Lang, flat out liar. Did Jacob get maced? Yes. Another one that got maced, that really got assaulted, Brian Mock. Brian Mock did for no reason. But Jake, every single time it was a reason. They pleaded with this dude. Yo, Jake, turn around, back up, put your hands behind your back. No, but why? I'm not going to do. Spazzing out. And then when you go through the prison system, you understand, okay, you can't do things like that. Anywhere else, matter of fact, they treated you nice because anywhere else they would have stomped you out. But because there was so much attention put on the facility, you didn't get beat down. Jake Lang is a fraud. There you go. I said it. Jake Lang is a fraud. Flat out. Plain and simple. Jake Lang is, in my opinion, anybody that goes to this protest that Jake Lang is having, and by the way, you notice that it says it changed 1 mile to the other place. I'll bet y'all know why they changed the location, because the location that he was trying to have it at, the people there already have it going on and they don't want him anywhere near it. Go through the comments of that stupid, ridiculous post that I just showed you. They don't want him anywhere near it because people are already hip to Jake. Jake's just trying to target a new audience of people that don't know anything about him. I'm going to tell you, I ain't never been one to kiss up to this dude. A lot of people did. A lot of people kissed up to Jake and are still kissing up to Jake because he's paying them and was paying them when they were locked up. I'm not one of them. I don't have that. I don't have that hanging over me. Jake can't never say that he did anything for me. Never gave me any kind of finances of his daddy's money. Never happened. It's irritating. I'm sorry I had to come on here and just let this out because it really pisses me off. I can't believe this. This is crazy. Let's listen.
Frisco police today.
Let's listen. Let's hear what old Jakey boy got to say.
Hey guys, we have a massive update. The protest location has been changed from Wakeland High School parking lot 1 mile away to the Kai Kendall Stadium, where Austin Metcalf lost his life to a brutal stabbing by Carmelo Anthony. We spoke to Frisco police today. They said the high school parking lot will be closed, so we are having this protest Saturday, April 19th at 11 Central. Please be there at the Kai Kendall Stadium. May God bless you. Please be peaceful.
Please be peaceful. Like how you were peaceful? Like how you was peaceful, Jake? Be peaceful how you was peaceful? In my opinion, Anybody that goes to this, bro, you getting set up. This dude has been putting honeypots out there since he's been in prison, trying to create these little groups and join people to him. He tried to have me join a group. I hurried up and got up out of that joint. I tried to be nice to him while he was locked up because I'm like, yo, I know you faced with some things being locked up. You know what I'm saying? So I tried to be nice, you know? And I seen the things that they were talking about in this group, and I'm like, yo, this is J6 setup stuff all over again. He's literally, they're pushing for the next wave of people to be targeted by the FBI, is what they do. Anybody joining these little militia groups that he got going on? Yeah, no, don't. And the only people that are going to support it and are a part of it are the people that are, number one, ignorant, or number two, feds with him. Maybe some of his handlers. I don't know if he has handlers. This is all for entertainment purposes only. None of what I said today is true. This is all for entertainment purposes only. You know, just for the sake of content. That's all. This is all just, I don't believe any of this stuff. And none of that never even happened, guys. But yeah. Okay, we good? We good now? I hope so. Jake, I'm disappointed in you, but you know, I'm really more disappointed in myself that I expected that you could be anything other than what you are. I thought that maybe you would come home and maybe be different. I thought maybe that you grew a little bit while you were locked up, but there's no way that you could have because you weren't around men. You kept yourself secluded because they were trying to whoop you, because you kept getting the unit raided, because you kept getting cell phones and being careless with them. People was trying to get at you. You want the truth, everybody. That's really what it is. Jake, how did you stay with a cell phone if you stayed in the hole, Jake? Was the COs just super nice to you? The COs that allegedly were trying to just destroy you and hated you so much? Were the COs that nice to you? It's just like, oh, we hate him, but we could use this money, so let's just go ahead and keep giving him cell phones and keep throwing him in the hole for it. Did you think it was strange that he could just make all these videos while he was incarcerated, you guys? You know how tough it is to get a cell phone in prison repeatedly, especially after you get caught with one? I know. But I'm going to leave that there. So here's the raw, real, unfiltered truth, right? I got love for the brothers that I serve time with, but a lot of them I detest. I don't like them. A lot of them. The ones that you hear me talk about all the time that I'm cool with, those are my brothers and I love them to death. I'd do anything for them. Good men. But a lot of these dudes, I told you from the gate when I first got home, a lot of them are jerks and I don't like them. But it's gotten deeper than that, seeing what they've been doing with their freedom, seeing how some of them are coming out now and doing things like what Jake's doing. Then there's some of them talking crazy about Trump and turning coat, and I just don't like it. I don't like it. So I needed to come on here and vent to you guys. All violence is bad. It doesn't matter if it's black on black, white on white, white on black, black on white. Violence is wrong. Can't we just say that? Or is there an ulterior motive in the way that you present it? Because I could swear I could remember when people were saying, well, there's not even that many cops that kill black people. More white people were killed by police than black people, which was a true statement at that year. So why is this different? Why are we holding the same vitriol for this stand that they're trying to create than we did in 2020, 2019? No. All lives matter. All violence is wrong. Doesn't matter what color they are. Doesn't matter who committed it. All violence is wrong. Let's just make up a protest to stand against violence. How about that? With that, I'm going to jump off because it's got me heated. I hope y'all have a good night. God bless y'all.